tuned in this time of year to wish each and every one of you a happy new year. The best in 2012 to you and your family. And it's, as I mentioned in my Christmas message, this is a time of the year that during the Christmas holidays, we pause, we reflect on all the good things that happened to us in 2011. It's a time when we're thinking about what we want for the new year. The good news is 2012 is as white and as blank as my brand new calendar, my day timer. You can be the author of what you write in that year. Or it could be Mr. Whatever Happens. Who is it in your life that writes the pages on your day timer and writes the pages on your life? It's a time to think about what you really want in your life, what you really want in your business, and to set some new goals that really will astonish you and please you. And I want to make sure that you are writing these down, taking pictures. It is a fun experience to sit down and say what you want and what you don't want. And what's interesting is more people have an easier time figuring out what they don't want than what they do. And if you're one of those, I strongly suggest that you write down everything that you do not want to happen. And then on the other side of the page, change it and say what you do want to happen, which would probably be the exact opposite. I also want you to then go ahead and write your New Year's resolutions. And please include your business, your health, your every facet of your life, your spiritual growth, your mental growth, and what you want to do with your family. Don't make it all business, because we should be working to live, not living to work. So you want to make sure that you're going to be rewarding yourself this year. So you want those good goals in there as far as how you want to, where you want to go in the world, what you want to do, what you want to buy. It's not all about material possessions. It's about having the time with your family, what you want to do with them. It all takes money, and that will stem from what you make in your business. I just wrote down very quickly yesterday, I'm not finished yet, but I wrote down 15 New Year's resolutions, what I want to accomplish in my life and in my home and my family. And I couldn't help but think about what you're writing down. And I hope that when I think about my business, I hope that you're thinking along the same lines. Not only is it, and it's well worth putting pictures to a page. And why I'm saying that is, you know, a picture is worth 1,000 words. When you look at a picture, you get feelings. And these are the feelings that are going to tell you whether you believe in them or not. It's not what you say so much as how you feel about what you're putting down. This year, one of my goals is to have 10 brand new goals. People that have gone bronze and silver, it doesn't matter if you're already bronze and silver, just repeat it doing the fast track way, doing the Team Elite way, and you can skip to gold. This has to be done by March the 11th. And so you have a deadline, and I'm hoping that 10 of you will come forward. And I hope you'll let me know so I can help you work it out. But I would love 10 new goals at the New Gold Fly-In. That's one of my goals. So what you want to do is make a collage of pictures, of dates of when this has to be done, why you want it, you know, write it all in ink. Do you know that 90% of the world never sets a goal? 90% of the world lets whatever happens run their life. They're like small ships on a big ocean being buffeted by the waves of whatever happens in their life. They react rather than plan their lives. And you only have 2012 in your whole life. So make it count for you. Don't put off what you maybe have put off in former years. Start working on it again. Then what you want to do is do not put your dreams and desires in a sock drawer. Please give attention and focus and energy to those pictures. And what I mean by that is keep them visible. If they're in a book that you can carry around with you, every morning that you get up, go through those goals. They will excite you, inspire you to do a day's good work. And if you or if you have it on a vision board, put it up behind on by your computer where people can see it, or where you can see it. That's the main thing, not other people, but where you see it and where it's constantly in place. If you're in the car most of the time, put pictures of it on your steering wheel so that as you're driving, I'm not saying to look at your pictures constantly, but dream along and they'll inspire you to do even better. Now, as I said, you need to put focus and energy on it. And I wish I could be in the recesses of your mind. So often people say, you know what, Sandy, I do this every year and it doesn't make a difference. Well, there is a reason for that. And what I want you to do is take a look at your life last year, the year before. Is it what you wanted it to be, or did it fall short? And that will be a good indicator whether you're doing this properly or not. So if you had a very good year, wonderful. Let's plan for another one. But if you haven't, take a look at what you're telling yourself or how you're feeling. When you set down a goal and say, I'm going to skip to gold, I'm only a brand new person, but I'm going to skip to gold by March, and you get that lump in your stomach or you feel like, yeah, that'll never happen. What is really happening to you is you're cutting the thread of that ability to have that happen, cutting it right in half so it won't happen. Your mind, and this is what I got from The Law of Attraction by Michael Augier. I truly, if you haven't read it, I truly recommend it. Your mind can only contain one negative thought or a positive thought at the same time. It cannot contain both. So if you're thinking, and it may not be no's and nevers and don'ts and not haves, it could be things like, I could never, I can't see myself doing that, or that'll never happen to me, or, oh, everybody else is lucky, or I'll try. Has anybody ever told you that they'll try? What that really means is they're not really going to try. Oh, I'll put forth a little effort and see what happens. See what happens. That is a negative thought. How often do you find yourself saying that? If you look at that skip to gold and think, oh, I could never do that. You're right, you can't. But if you can change that and start putting a better energy on it, rephrase your statements to yourself. If you catch yourself saying those things, turn it around and say, I can see myself gold. I feel gold. I can see myself at Lake Tahoe having dinner on the steamboat with the Brooks family. I can see that. I can picture myself. And even though you may not really see it yet, the more you talk to yourself, and I don't mean that you're going to talk to yourself out loud, but your thoughts are focusing on that. It is so important to be in charge of your own thoughts and don't let the subconscious do the talking for you. Years ago, I was making $30,000 a month in another business, and I was all of a sudden, like, everything was going really, really well in no time. It seemed like it happened overnight. And all of a sudden I started thinking, how can I keep this going? How can I keep the money coming in? How can I keep from losing it? And all of a sudden, guess what? I lost it. So, and I know it came from my thinking. It started to dominate my days and my nights. I'd even wake up with nightmares about trying to hang on to it. And you might say that's only money, but that was a lifestyle. That was money for my future coming in. And some people often say, well, when is enough enough? Well, you know what? You can't empower other people if you don't have money of your own or success of your own. Who is going to look to you for inspiration if you're not successful? Who is going to look to you to pay for a meal for them when they're hungry if you have no extra money? It's very important to grow. And it's not about how much money I can make or where I can be. It is all of that in a way because it's a total package. But the other thing that you want to realize is that anything that is alive is either growing, decaying, or going backwards. Which do you want it to? I can't tell you enough times that network marketing is truly a personal development course. And you have that opportunity to grow with the business. So you always want to stretch as a person in order to grow. Sometimes it's painful, but it really pays off all the time. So with that, what you want to do is get your New Year's resolutions done now so that January the 1st, you're ready to rock and roll. And let me know what your plans are, because I'd love to be there to help you. The second thing is put attention and focus. What they say, where energy flows, success goes. And that is so true. If you tuck away your plans into the back of the trunk of your car or whatever, and you never look at them, how do you expect them to come true? I was guilty a little bit last year of not looking at my plans and my goals often enough. But just the fact that I wrote them down, over 60% of them came true. So just writing them down is something that only 3% in the world do. Did you know that? And that happens to be the group of successful people. So what are you? Are you successful, or are you that 95% that let the waves of life buffet them every day? I hope this has been helpful, and I am here to enjoy another year of 2012. We've got so much to look forward to. The company is going to be opening 2 more divisions in our business. It's looking very, very bright for all of us. So have a happy new year, and I wish you and your family the very best for 2012.